If you could describe yourself in 3 words.
I'd say family-oriented, I'd say goal-driven, and international.
First of all, why don't you tell me a little bit about what you do?
I work at Omega, like you know, and there basically I started 7 years ago. I mean, I started basically as an intern in marketing in New York for half a year, and then I moved to Switzerland. I started in training, and then after a year I took over training, sales training. So basically training all the sales associates all over the world from all of our retailers. Big task, but helped with the team locally in Switzerland and also in every single market. And then last November I took over sales of Europe and North America.
Okay, so at 7 p.m. on any given night, what will you be watching if you're watching TV?
Because I'm not. Can it be 7:30?
7. Oh,
7.
7:30. Fine. Okay.
Yeah,
So
7:30. I'll watch the news. I'll watch the news on Swiss national television. I think it's extremely important to know a lot, as much as possible. And then 15 minutes after, on certain nights, ice hockey.
Ice hockey.
Yeah.
It's the news and ice hockey.
Exactly.
Okay, if you've had a hectic week, what's your favorite way to unwind?
Definitely sports. That's one of the first things, but I try to kind of tie that into the week already. So either getting up earlier and just do half an hour, 45 minutes of sports before going to work, which really is nice for the head. And if it's not that, I'm definitely spending time with my wife, who's now pregnant, and we're gonna have a baby next. Thank you. End of April. So now it's like all about building the nest, and that's nice.
Do you have a nickname?
But it's funny because you know Madagascar, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a King Julian.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I was training people, after some time we would become closer and friends and everything. They'd call me King Julian for whatever reason. It was
from Madagascar.
Yeah, because he's the little one.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
My father's an artist, so
painter, right?
He's a painter. Yeah. I knew quickly I was really not talented at drawing or at painting at all. And I really started writing, and we had a group of friends. We were reading all kinds of literature when we were quite young still, and we all wanted to become a writer. And we even wrote novels, short stories and novels together. We were all doing in sales. That's really what we're doing. We're telling stories. We're trying to create emotion around a product.
What's your recipe for success?
You have to find your way by being better, actually being better than someone else, and not just pretending you're better. If you're humble, you kind of always play yourself down, not to devalue yourself, but just to not be arrogant, basically. And then from that position, you kind of have to prove you're better by doing things. And I think it's that attitude all along, which I would say is a successful one, especially because there's some sympathy for that, I believe, at least. Maybe it's here in Switzerland that I think that value is quite respected, because you come across as somebody who's not asking for much, but you first prove what you're worth, and then you kind of expect or you hope that rewards will follow.
Tell me something about you that most people don't know.
No, but there's one thing which I kind of practice more or less silently. It's my love for wine. I have a wine cellar.
Within your house?
Within the house now, yeah. I was allowed by the boss to build it. By my boss, my CEO at home. And that's great. So I have my little wine cellar, but I really haven't shared it yet with many people. And it's maybe because I'm not home that much. Yeah, I think I'm going to start making this more public now and less secret, so people
really
knock on the door like, hey, let's open a bottle.
So lastly, do you have one thing that you cannot live without every single day?
Definitely. That's a good breakfast consisting of Gruyere cheese and salami and prosciutto, Parma, and orange juice and a latte macchiato and and bread and things and many things. But I need some solid salty stuff to start the day with. Otherwise, it's a really bad day. You don't want to see me on that day.
Cranky with that breakfast.
Cranky, very much. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
For doing this.
Pleasure.
I hope we had everything.